What is the real intention behind Chinese President Xi's siren call to US businesses? In recent times, we've seen a shift in the diplomatic dance between the United States and China. With President Xi Jinping's recent visit to the US, it appears there's a concerted effort from the Chinese administration to woo American investors and businesses. But the question remains, what lies beneath the surface of these overtures? For years, China has carried the reputation of a challenging business landscape for foreign investors. The concerns range from uncertainties about personal security to fears of forced intellectual property transfers. The US-China trade war and rising anti-China sentiment domestically have further complicated American businesses' strategies towards China. Despite President Xi's conciliatory message focused on economic cooperation and respect for ideological differences, the assurances seem to have done little to alleviate these concerns. Interestingly, this charm offensive comes at a time when China is experiencing an inward turn in its national psyche. Strict border restrictions, a revival of traditional culture, and a clampdown on Western values and influences reflect a new ideological shift under Xi's leadership. The government views the presence of Western influences as undesirable and has leveraged COVID measures to keep them at bay. Is this recent outreach to American businesses a contradiction to the inward turn, or is it a strategic move to balance the scales of power and influence? In the world of geopolitics, actions and intentions can often be as opaque as they are complex. The Chinese government's attempt to improve commercial relations with the US is no exception. While the siren call to US businesses may be music to some ears, it has hit a wall of skepticism for others. As observers, we must continue to question, probe, and understand the undercurrents of these international maneuvers. In conclusion, President Xi's appeal to US businesses presents a paradox. On one hand, China is turning inward, clamping down on Western influences and maintaining stringent border restrictions. On the other hand, it is making concerted efforts to attract foreign investors, particularly from the US. This paradox reflects the complexity of the geopolitical landscape and the delicate dance of diplomacy and power.